Can you answer this one? 9/10 times 5/8 divided by 3/4. Well, before we look at that, let's review how multiplication and division works with fractions. Let's take a look at 3/10 times 5/6. We're simply going to multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators, and we'll end up with 3 times 5, which is 15, over 10 times 6, which is 60. And then you can simplify, pull a 15 out of both of those, and you'll get 1 over 4. Now, another thing you could do, if we look at this problem again, and notice that we do have some common factors. So the 3 and the 6 have a common factor of 3, so we can pull a 3 out of both of those and be left with a 1 there. With the 6, we'll be left with a 2. Do the same thing with the 5 and the 10. Pull a 5 out of both of those. We'll have a 1 left on the top there, and we'll have a 2 left on the bottom there. Now when we multiply across, we're going to get 1 times 1 and 2 times 2, which is 1/4, which we did get the same thing there. So sometimes it's easier to go ahead and do some of the simplification before you multiply because it makes the numbers smaller that you're working with. Now, what about division? So with division, you got to remember to multiply by the reciprocal. And so we have the 7/8 the same times, instead of 7/4, we're going to multiply by 4/7. And so now we can do, notice we got 7s, so we can cancel, take a 7 out of both of those, cancel those, however you want to think about it, and we'll have a 1 left. We can pull a 4 out of the 4 and the 8. We'll have a 1 left there. We'll have a 2 left there. When we multiply across, we'll have 1 times 1. On the bottom, we'll have 2 times 1. So we'll end up with 1/2 for the answer for that one. Now let's go back to the one we started off with. One of the things we want to remember here is to do order of operations. So we need to do the multiplication first, since you do multiplication division from left to right. So 9/10 times 2/3, using the same idea we've talked about. There is the 9 and the 3 have a 3 in common, so we can pull a 3 out. We'll have a 1 left there. We'll have a 3 left there. The 2 and the 10 will have a 1 left on the top. We'll have a 5 left on the bottom. So now 3 times 1 will give us 3. 5 times 1 will give us 5. And then we're dividing by 3/4. Once again, we divide, we multiply by the reciprocal. So we'll do 3/5 times 4/3. Now for this one, have 3 in common there on both of those, so you can pull that out. And we'll have 1 times 4, which is 4, and 5 times 1, which is 5. So we end up with 4/5 for the answer for that one. Is that the answer that you got? Let me know in the comments below. I will catch you in the next video.